Hey gang, welcome back. This is Dr. Bosky. Hey Chris, I'm taking a look at our little dioramas and I thought I would show you where I think these are going to be. Yeah, let me take a look. I think it's over here. And yeah, so we're doing these. I keep calling them dioramas, but basically we have, this is very, very rough, but as we're progressing through the world, we have a world that's like this, and we have these, hey, give me my buttons. We have these like kiosks, and we have these kind of platforms. We have the platforms, and these are basically reasons to give enemies the ability to kind of be part of the world, to come in. And I'm really liking where we're going. A good example of this here, right, is also here we've got these, and we're still working on it, but we've got these decks, right, that kind of have these multiple kind of layered aspects. And then we can have these little like, oh, hey, here's an enemy car, if we want to leave there, or just a thing to destroy that's at this like kind of callback station for, I don't know, for people to come get picked up or whatnot. So anyways, I digress. So along these lines also, we have this concept of essentially these like buildings that we're working on. And these buildings are meant to be, again, they're meant to be like places where, enemies can like come out of. Yay, I'm an enemy, apparently. A very happy enemy. Yeah, hi, right? Yay. But also, I really want to see if we can create little bits that tie the environment so they could, because they're basically fake enemies, to allow you to have a little more presence, destroy parts of the world, and just to give a little bit more variety. So with that being said, this is kind of the context that I could see these working in. They could also be, back here. So you don't always see all of them, but like they could be like, you're kind of get the street side view, right? We'll reuse them a few times because that's video games, right? But yeah, I could see this being really cool, right? So now you have this ability to essentially have a much more close-up kind of street side interaction with the world. All right, so that, Chris. So here are three, including the one we just looked at, a new version. So Chris, so let's change. So I'm thinking, so we don't put them in the image itself. We'll do them as particles, but we should then do, I think, big club like headers, right? So Club Vesuvius is what we're talking about here. We'll drop the dance show side. But yeah, so super cool here. We got a little bit of a weird ball gag here, and the horns, and just hedonism, having a lot of fun. We're taking a little bit of that like kind of Greek, Roman culture, maybe a little bit too. Here we have the White Dragon Noodles, a little nod to Blade Runner, by the way. So pretty cool. And I was really liking that Pal Yums came. So nice job bringing these in. And then it got me thinking about, this little eatery that we have here. Oh my God, I love this stuff so much, right? And so what I did down here is I added a Squiddo. Squiddo is the squid neuron soup. Yeah. So, I figure, because let's do 4 different ones because we've got Neo Ramen and Neo Ramen twice. But yeah, so even though that's where this was here, Squiddo, we'll put Squiddo on the end or the beginning, something like that. So, but I thought that fit pretty well. Again, like we'll have some stuff that happens. We'll do some interactive bits because we're going to be these enemies. We'll get there. And then that was the main thing. So again, this is the name, right? We'll use a little bit of our elite speak here, I think, that we've kind of patterned into our cyber corpo typography. So I think that's kind of cool. Overall, I like where we're going with both these concepts. Very, very cool. I think we can move forward. Here on, let's change to House Chimera. We can keep the Euros in. I think we're mixing our advertisements a bit here. But this got me thinking a little bit about the dancers, of course. This is kind of a nod to, to Medusa or Gorgon, right? But this club, House Chimera, is this place where humans have basically it's transhumanism, right? So they've gene spliced themselves to be more like some of these, take the, if you think about it this way, take myth, take myth and technology, and now give humans the ability to transcend their human form by augmenting it, right? And coming back to some of the classics, we're going to give some of our oldest fantasies and mythos, the idea of being closer to the gods, or fallen gods, or heroes, and that just becomes part of the nightlife culture. So here, I think, Chris, what I wanted to do is definitely we should definitely work on replacing our dancers with a couple of these, this is more what the club is about, right? So definitely happy to hear what you're enjoying the most. I think my favorites out of these, this is really fun to explore, by the way. This is just me messing around. And I mean, I definitely I like this one. I like this one a lot. I love this. I love this. And I love this. And the other ones are good too, but those are my favorites. So I thought I would share that with you. I'm happy to hear what you've got going on here. The other thing is it's just a sketch, but we need to fix these don't read nearly as well as the shape, probably the way they're scaled down. Like what we've got going on with the hood. Like the Venom. The Venom's great. This will be super fantastic. And overall, we're getting there. So I think we conceptually is good. Let's then remix the drafts and kind of go from there. So one of the things I'd really like to see too for the next round, Chris, if you would, break out each of the elements so we can get them into the game as stubs, because I always like to look at the stuff in that concept. So you should also give me the names. We'll do as particles and typography. So we'll do it as we should do it as a hollow glitch. We can use our main font that we're using. Ooh, excuse me. And then we can go from there. We don't have to go super crazy, but just two separate elements. And I think that's where we're at. So yeah, I'll get this packed up for you. Very good work, and I hope you have a nice weekend. Talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody.